Hello everyone, this is Mayen and I wanted to share another tutorial for you guys. I have not uploaded any video in the past couple months, so I'm trying to catch up. Alright, for this short tutorial I want to show you guys how to make this face. This is one of the figures that I had for my May cake. I entered a cake in the Great American Cake Show, and this is the face of Little Bo Peep. Now it's kind of similar to the Precious Moments face, and with the Precious Moments figures, they have a certain look to them. They got big eyes, kind of sad looking eyes. Most of them are looking up, and we're going to try to replicate that in this figure. So what you're going to need are a couple things. Well, first, gum paste in whatever skin tone you want, and just for the head that we're making now, you're just going to use a skin tone, whatever shade you want, and white for the eyes. You're also going to need gel colors. You could use either airbrush colors that you can paint on the face, or you could use Wilton gel colors. You can paint this on the face too. To make the skin tone, you could start with copper and just add a little bit more to make it darker, or less to make it lighter. Now, to make gum paste, the main difference between fondant and gum paste: fondant is for covering cakes, gum paste is for making your figures. Gum paste dries harder, it's a lot easier to manipulate, and it has a gum additive to it, hence the name. You can convert regular fondant, which is what I use, to gum paste by adding Tylose powder. The normal ratio or recommended ratio would be a teaspoon for every 500 grams of the fondant, and then leave it to cure, and then you're going to come out with gum paste. I also have a video showing you the difference between fondant and gum paste, but I'd like to cover that real quick. Now, what you need to do is get your tinted fondant and roll it into a ball the size that you would want for the head. Now, in making sure that your gum paste ball has no cracks on it, make sure that your hand has a light covering of shortening, which is a brand name Crisco here in the US. So have some shortening on your fingers. If there are tiny cracks, kind of knead it into there, and then fold it in and make your ball. For the head, or for the figures, when you roll it, you don't just roll it like that. You kind of press into the center to make the cracks disappear. Alright, and then you could use either a flower forming cup by Wilton, or you could use just this and put that circle over there. Alright, now for the head, since we're trying to make her, you can see that it's not really a circle, so I'm going to try to manipulate that shape. Let's put her over there. She's a model. Alright. See, so just round it up a bit. And you're also going to need where is it? A tool. It's a ball tool, a special ball tool from Fondant. This is what I use. There you go. One end is bigger than the other. And to make the characteristic shape, you gotta shape it with your hand and your tool. So you press in until you make a dent in the middle for the nose. And then press again here down to make that nose a little more prominent. So this is kind of a rough way to make it, of course, because I have to show you. Alright, in that weird angle. Alright. So you do see that, right? like we're pressing on and creating a bump, a small bump in here for the nose, and then pressing down again. Now it's not going to be perfect. What you need to do now is to kind of fine tune it, because in the Precious Moments figures you hardly see the nose, but you know it's there. Like, alright. Alright. And then you can use your hands to kind of soften it up a bit. And then just put your ball back in there so it can set. Alright, check that shape again that you wanted. And while gum paste has not set, it's kind of easy to manipulate the shape. Alright, it's not going to crack at this point. We've been touching it for a couple minutes. It's not supposed to set yet. So now that we have the nose, the next part would be the eyes. So let's make the eyes a little bit bigger for this one. So use your tool, kind of make a teardrop shape over here, a teardrop shape over here. Just press it and then drag up. Alright, now the nose looks a little bit bigger than what I would want. Could always change it. Erase it, kinda. Alright. And then now what you're going to need will be 2 teardrop shaped white gum paste. Alright, let's wait for part 2 for that.